Hey y'all, thanks for checking out Euclid Mining. So today we're going to be talking about GPU prices and where they were, where they are, and where they hopefully are going down a little bit more. But right now the prices are not that bad. I'm going to show you, you know that I had six cards, so six 3060 LHRs in that one rig, and I got enough space for eight. So I wanted to fill that out. So I went and I got my seventh one. And when I bought that one compared to the eighth one, which I just got, so that finally finishes off that rig. So number eight reporting in, and I'm excited to put that in the rig. So let's just take a look at it really quick and I'll just show you what I had. So this is a card that I bought on March 10th. I bought it for $575. And man, did I hit the jackpot when I bought this. I was like, amazing. These were going for $700 to $800 when it was banging. The 3060 Ti's were going for, $850. So when I got this for $575 compared to $750, let's say, I hit it. I'm almost $175 down from what it was. I mean, that was amazing. Every three of these cards was like getting another one for free, basically. So I was excited to get it, but I didn't pull the trigger and buy that last one because I saw prices continuing to slide. So I held off on it and I bought that next one just the other day. So 575 was March 10th and 454 on April 24th. So $454. I got this card, and I got to tell you, for $454, I was excited to pay that money. I had no problem. There you go. No problem for $454. Considering that, like I said, I was paying $700, $750 for this card any day of the week. That's $300 down from what it was. I mean, $300, that's almost the cost of this card. I mean, that's $150 more I saved on that compared to what it would have cost me to buy another one now. So really unbelievable. Couldn't believe that I got that price. And I go back and I look, and it wasn't that I was just lucky. There's a lot of them out there like that. There's some that are selling for a little bit more. I was looking at them. Now, when I do these numbers on eBay or when we look at other things, I'm doing 3060s, 3060 Ti's. I know a lot of the bigger miners do the 3070s, 3080s, 3090s, and a lot of these higher end cards. Unfortunately, I'm not there. I'm a 3060 guy because that's what my pocket can afford. Now, like I always say, do best what's best for your pocket or pocketbook. And for my pocket, 3060s are what I got. And, well, that's life. So I'm a 3060 man for now. Now, I will say that with the prices coming down so hard, the 3070s are now actually becoming very reasonably priced. And I'm holding my money right now. I've got some money that I put aside that I wanted to do to buy 5, 6, maybe 7 cards, but I haven't bought them yet. I bought this one just because I just had to finish that for finally. But the other ones I'm holding off on because the prices are going down so fast at this point. I mean, you're dropping $120 in just over a month. So you think about in another month or two, and maybe they'll drop another $100 on top of that. And you can't turn away from that. So I'm going to hold out. Now, yeah, I'm not making money by doing that. And maybe I'd be making an extra dollar a day if I had another 3070 or a buck and a quarter a day. So maybe I'm losing out on $30 or $40. Yes. But if I can save an extra $100 to make that extra $30 or $40 a month, that would take me an extra 2 months or 2.5 months to make back the money I could save if I just wait 1 month. So why not just wait 1 more month and save another $100 bill rather than buying it today, and it would take me 2 months or more, just a little bit more maybe, to get back to that point with where I would have saved. Now that's speculation. Now, is the market still going to continue to go down? I personally, I'm not going to guarantee anything, but I almost guarantee it because of what's happening in the future. So first off, let's just go ahead and check it out on the 3060s. I mean, 475 right there for this one, or best offer. So, at 454, this guy is $21 over what I just paid. If you offered this guy 450, 450, I think, he would take it. What do you got? You got free 4-day shipping. So you got free shipping on this thing also at 450. I mean, how could you walk away from that? And I know I get it. The 3070s are better, and the 80s, 90s. And I think that overall, when I've been looking at a lot of the cards and a lot of the numbers that a lot of them bring in, and when you really start breaking down the numbers, and I did that myself, I probably should put all of it into a spreadsheet. I was just doing the math on some paper. And anyway, the 3060 Ti seems to be the big winner out of all of them. Now, of course, if you can get a 3090 or something like that, it makes it easier because you have one card rather than multiple cards equaling to that one card. So I get it. It's nice. We would all love to have 3090s. Believe me, I would love to have a 3090. And if you want, you can send me a 3090 if you've got too many of them. But for now, 3060s, 3060 Ti's seem to be what I'm going for right now. If the prices continue to drop, I will jump up and buy some 3070s. I don't know if I'll have the money to buy 3070 Ti's, but I think I'll be able to get 3070s. So it'll be nice to start a rig with 3070s. I'll have the 3060s, I'll have the 3060 Ti, and then I'll start on the 3070s. I can't afford to go with the latest and greatest. I don't make enough. I've got a good rig. I've got a couple good rigs in here. I've got the A6. I've got a couple things going on, and I'm making decent. But these aren't cheap. Still, at even $450, to toss down on a card, it's going to make you, a dollar a day or something right around there. And let's take a look at that. But anyway, really quick, you can see right here. They're all, all right, so they're getting up there a little bit, but best offer, but still, and these are all the brand new ones, okay? As you can see here, I checked the box for new. I've been buying new, I haven't been buying used, and I bet you if you go for the used ones, you probably can get them even cheaper. Right now, with the prices down so much, and even when I was building this, I just didn't want to be buying somebody else's headache. I went through that with the RX cards, the 480s, 570, 580, and all that, or I'm sorry, the 580, 590, and going through as many cards as I did that I was buying online that were just junk, I don't know what to say about that. So I decided when I started doing these, I decided I wanted to go new, and that was it. So I did, and I just started buying new ones, and that's what I've been sticking with for now. If I want to start mix and matching some cards and just putting stuff together like a 3070 rig, I might actually go ahead and start buying some used ones just to fill a rig up. Of course, OCD will, keep me up at night thinking about this rig that's not going to be beautiful as the other ones, but so is life. So anyway, the prices aren't half bad. I think that these right here are ones that have been returned to the manufacturer and then repackaged. Perhaps it was an open box, or for whatever reason, it was just returned to the store. They do send them back, and then they re-box them. They put them in these black ones. So I don't know if, when you buy those, if you're buying them, if they still have any problems, if they sent them back because they had a problem, then they were fixed. Or in some cases, I'm sure someone just simply opened the box and then decided against it and brought it back. So that becomes one of these returns. So that's what I believe these boxes are. Now you can see here, $494 for the Ventus. This one is arguable. Some people like this one, some people don't like this one. That's any of these cards. You could debate any one of these cards. I've been going with the EVGA cards. I have wanted to do a couple different ones and look at some of them. The Zotac, though I do know Zotac sometimes has trouble with their fans. I thought about buying a rig of these, but I haven't gotten there yet, really haven't. That might be what my next rig might be. It may be a mix and match of different brands, so I could start looking and getting more in depth in that. Again, OCD, I couldn't help myself. I had to buy all the same ones. Sorry. Next one, though, I believe, I am going to do that. If I start building that next rig, I am going to start building it with different manufacturers to start really testing and looking at different cards to really get an idea of the different reviews and things that I have read and seen about these cards. So we'll get into that. Let's take a look over here. The 3060s, the LHR, that's what I got in that rig with 7 cards. Let's hit the calculate that out, and let's take a look. So right now, Ethereum is number 2. Zero is number 1. Raven Coin. there's a lot to look at. There's a lot of different coins, and I mean, obviously you want to do the most profitable, but you also have to think about what it's going to cost to swap that coin for something else if you did need to use that money to, say, pay the electric bill, and when you swap it, what the fees are that are going to happen with that transition in gas fees as you move your money back and forth. So is it worth to get the extra, what is that, 53 cents a day? No, that's really going to be here. So that's going to be 19 cents a day. Is it really worth the 19 cents a day? I mean, if you're really going for every penny, and hey, every penny counts, really, I think it's easier the other way. And I'm using 2 miners, and 2 miners pays me out in BTC anyway, so I'm getting paid out in Bitcoin, which is easier for me right now because I can use that to pay my electric bill easier because I use Crypto.com and I use the Visa, which maybe I'll have a link in the description down below for the Crypto.com Visa card that I got and how I use it. It's pretty easy to do. You sign up for it. There'll be a referral link. Maybe if you want to click that button, that'd be also help support the channel. But when you get that, you apply for it, they give you a Visa card, and it's just basically a reloadable card. So any of the money that you get, I mine, go to Crypto.com. Now I can mine it directly to Crypto.com, and I don't want to go off on too much of a side here, but Crypto.com is not a DeFi wallet, okay? They hold the key, they hold your money, and if they ever shut the doors, you would lose all your money. And not that they are, they're doing amazingly well right now. But the Crypto.com DeFi wallet is different, and that one is a DeFi wallet. That one you hold your own key, and it is obviously more secure. But if you want to use their Visa card, you need to then transfer it from the DeFi wallet over to them, and then from there you can load your Visa card and then use your Visa card to pay your electric bill or pay your car payment or whatever you want to pay. And it makes it really easy like that to spend all of that money, sometimes faster than it comes in. Just kidding. Don't piss away all your money. Anyway, there it is right there. So let's go ahead. The moment I've been waiting for, and I know you have too. You've probably been following my channel for a long time now, waiting for this last card to get put in, right? And if you haven't subscribed, I know you hit that button, right? Let's see what it is. So now Ethereum is 882, and I'm a flake, so I totally forgot what I had in there. 882 is what we're going to get now, and we were getting 772. So we're getting $1.10 more a day with that card. So that's an extra, $33 a month. So yeah, we're many months out from ROI on that card. I understand that, but I just want to get that put in there. I also want to show you some pricing on, let's see, I hopped on Google and I just did a quick search for the 3060s, and Newegg's got one $489. Again, I got mine here for the 454. So 454 is the number. And then you can look right here, 450, look at this Newegg. And I pulled this one up so I could show you that one. Now, again, this is arguably one of the cards that some people love and some people hate. For $389, for $390 for this card, so let's 18, so $410, $415, so $415 with tax. This one that I got with tax, so 824, so 24, 24, 27, so about $500. So I paid about $500 with shipping and tax on this card, and this card right here is about $410 with tax. Shipping, who knows, maybe $10 for shipping. So still, I got mine for $500 with tax and shipping. This one's going to be maybe $425 with shipping and tax, $75 less than I just spent on my card, and this is coming from Newegg. So, I mean, I'm going to do more research on this card and find out, because for that price, that's kind of insane. $400 for this card. So, yeah, I'm not even sure. Let's look on graphics cards really quick here, and let's look at the 30 series. Let's look at the 3070s, because that's going to be the next card I'm going to be doing. I really want to look at those. You know what? The 3060 Ti's, like I said, I tell you, when I looked at all the cards and I broke down all the numbers and I looked at it really close as I could for my experience and my level, 3060 Ti seemed to be the magic card out there. So let's look at that one. Let's look at the 3060 Ti's. Let's look at lowest price first. And 500, look at that. 580 bucks. Let's see what else is here. Zeus Gigabyte. There's Zotex, 700 bucks. I mean, 700 bucks, that's what I was spending on the 3060s when I was buying them, around $700. And the 3060 Ti's were, you know, 8 and 850 respectively. You know, they were, and now this one right here, $700. I mean, can you argue with that price? Jesus. Oh, these are the 3060s. Are these the 3060? These are 3060 Ti's. I thought I was looking at the 3070s. I was like, my God, that's an amazing price. So yeah, so let's look at these here. So like I said, even though before I was paying $850 for one of these things, even if when you get down here at $700, you're still $150 less than what they were. So still, in my opinion, amazing prices. Let's look at the 3070 because, like I said, I think I might do a little mix and match of that. Now again, these are brand new ones, but you know, you're still looking okay. So 800 bucks, you know, 800, 850 or 40, 850, 860, 870, you know, yeah, they're still getting up there. Let's look at eBay for those 3060s and see where they are. Yeah, these were all just the regular 36. Let's see those 3070s. Where are we at? So let's do like I had before, buy now, lowest price first, and I'm going to pick the new ones. Pre-owned 6, we'll just look at these really quick. I guess we'll look at them all. Parts only, open box, 600 bucks for a 3070 Ti. Let's see this. Yeah, there you go. As soon as you see that price, just look over at their seller rating. And when they have 0, just know that that is most likely a scam and your money is just gone. I mean, eBay will get it back for you and they'll give you a refund and all that, but realistically, that's not gonna, that one's not gonna come through. I don't buy anything unless they have some decent rating. Here we go, 250 feedback, that's decent. And here we are, excuse me, for 650 bucks. So, you know, for 200 bucks more, the 3070s right now are going for. Now, if you want to, let's look at that, pre-owned, open box, brand new. Now, again, that's one of those refurbished ones, so buyer beware. Is it fixed? If now you buy it off eBay and it still has problems, can you return it now, or is it tied to that person's credit card that bought it directly from them? So that's a question that I would have, that if I was to buy this card and it still did have problems, or I wanted to send it back in, how would I do that? So that's why I've shied away from buying these for myself right now. Let's see, a little Canada action over here. I know the Founders Edition runs hotter, so I am not looking at Founders Editions, even though I would like to get a Founders Edition, non-LHR. You know, I would love to get some non-LHR, believe me. But I know that the Founders run hotter, and from my situation in my grow tent, the way that I have it configured and what I'm doing, it's yeah, I'm not gonna add the extra heat if I don't have to. That's just life right now. Brand new, yeah, so around 685, 650, and what were we over here? You know, 800 over here, and here we are at 685 for brand new. So you know, you think about how you want to buy them. Do you want them new? Do you want them used? Do they have that new in here? Let's see what just new go for. And they have an option for open box. And to me, open box is that somebody opened the box and they're like, oh man, no, I didn't want this. And they close the box and that's it. If you buy open box, make sure you check it out, because open box, when as I interpret it, is that it was just open but then closed. You know, if you plugged it in and you used it for 3.25 seconds, then it's used, right? I mean, if you used it for 1 second for that matter, but you get my point. So that's how I interpret used, open box, and then obviously brand new, no broken seals, everything, you know, locked down, sealed up, and that's it. So that's again my interpretation of that. So let's look at new and see. So yeah, $700, $700, you know. So $700 seems to be the number or best offer, you know, and that's basically it. So seven and a quarter. So, which is still a very reasonable price for a 3070, considering what they were going for, an easy $1,000 just a couple months ago. I mean, you wouldn't even break a sweat at $1,000 a pop. And that's another reason why I didn't go 3070s back then, because I only would have been able to buy 4 or 5 of them when I built these rigs. Instead, I decided to go for the full 8 GPU rig and get more of them. And you know what? You know, hindsight on this, like I said, I'm glad I got those 3060 Ti's, because in my opinion, they're some of the best cards out there for mining. But as you can see, a lot of prices, a lot of things of what they are. Now, there's one more thing I want you to check out. And if you haven't checked out his channel, it's Seb's channel here, Seb FinTech. If you haven't seen it, he does a lot of spreadsheets, and he's very informative when he does his breakdowns of his spreadsheets. I'm going to leave a link in the description below for his video. I think it's definitely worth a watch. There is a spreadsheet that he uses that you can download, and yeah, it's a little overwhelming when you look at this thing, when you really start going over these numbers. But if you watch his video and then you download this and you really start to take a look at it, it makes a lot more sense. But the truth is that in the end, he's got some calculators here. You know, if you say 50% of all the hash rate that comes off of Ethereum mining, which Ethereum mining is just mind-boggling, the amount of hash rate on the network. And if you look at all the other coins and what their difficulty and their hash rate is compared to Ethereum, and when Ethereum goes away, if it ever does, it's going to be a little crazy. And I'm just going to wrap up the video with this. Get ready for the Wild West, because that's what this is going to be. This is going to be insane. You think of the amount of hash rate that's going to come off of Ethereum. Now look, if it's at, you know, 990 trillion. Is that trillion? Is that million, billion, trillion? If that's what the hash rate is, you think about all of that dumping down into these other coins. The network difficulty is going to look like a roller coaster at, you know, Six Flags Great Adventure. I mean, it is going to be like this. It is going to be up and down and all over the place, because people are going to be jumping on and jumping off, because you're going to get so many people that are going to jump on and they're going to hop on zero. They're going to be like, boom, just a massive amount of people just land on zero. And the difficulty is going to go up. You're going to be less profitable. And it's going to be the price, your profitability is going to plummet. Now, this is all saying that if all the coins stay the same price as they are today, and if you look at his spreadsheet and you look at that, there is a section down here that if the market changes, let's say a lot of these coins 2x, you know, what will that do to the prices? And like I said, this is a very, very in-depth chart, and I really recommend checking this out. It is worth looking at. But the problem that you're going to run into is that all of these coins, they're going to have to go up in profitability for any of this to be profitable. And this is where we're going to come into that game of chicken. It's going to be who can stare down the other guy longer, or really whose pocket is deeper. Because here's where you're going to run into. These coins, I think that when Ethereum goes away, it's going to be obviously instantaneously. It'll be there and then it'll be gone. And everybody on the planet is going to just flip and just go on to all these other coins, and profitability is going to be miserable. I suggest stacking coins, stacking money now, getting ready for it, and holding on, because when the time comes and you need to pay your electric bill because you are not making anything, if anything, you're losing a little bit of money every day, are you going to keep your rigs on? I definitely want to see that down in the comments below. Are you going to stay on if it's not profitable? I think a lot of people, obviously half the hash rate is going to be from ASICs. Gone. That's going to go to Ethereum Classic. They're all going to get moved over to Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic is going to be pretty much a strictly ASIC mined coin at that point. It's done, because there'll be so many ASICs moving over to it that there won't be enough room for GPU miners to make any money on it. So let's just assume Ethereum Classic is gone. Now you're going to start looking at the other coins, and with everybody jumping onto those other coins, and the difficulty rating going up, profitability coming down because you're going to be getting less coins as rewards, who's going to shut their rigs off first? It's going to be the guy that's got one, GPU that he uses for gaming, and sometimes he leaves it on to make a couple extra bucks. He's going to be like, forget about it. Let's say that's 10% of the people out there after the 50% are gone. Now you got to look at some of the other people that have maybe just a 6-card rig, and they're going to be like, well, it's really not making any money. Maybe I'll just sell them. Maybe I'll turn it off. Maybe I'll turn it back on in the future. Who knows what they might do? They may sell, they may stick. We'll see what happens to them. Then you're getting into the bigger people that have an 8-card rig, or maybe 2 8-card rigs in their grow tent. And maybe a couple other rigs sitting around that they're running. And that's going to be the next, wave of people. Where are they going to come in? Are you like me with 3060s? You can't get the 3070, 38, 3090s and the giant rigs. What are you going to do? I know that even when it's negative, even when my return is going to be negative, I'm going to continue to mine. I'm going to continue to mine, and I'm going to do my best, because like I'm doing now, I'll use my job to supplement it and help pay for that electric bill, because I think that it will be like I said, it'll be the Wild West. It is going to be just pandemonium, and a lot of people are going to be jumping all over to different coins. Coin prices are going to be going up and down, left and right. Network difficulty is going to be like a roller coaster as people jump on and be like, oh my God, I'm not making any money now as of tomorrow, because bazillion people just jumped on it. So you're going to jump off, and a quarter of those people or half those people are going to jump off, and they're going to jump onto another coin, and you're going to be locked in with them. And then that difficulty is going to be going so high that now that's not going to be profit. I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy. And I think a lot of people are going to sell a lot of cards. Like I said, I'm not going to guarantee anything, though, out of the side of my mouth. I think it is going to happen. I think there is going to be a lot of cards on the market. I think brand new cards, MSRP, is going to come down. And I think that when you look at these cards and, you see this for $454, I think these cards are going to be going for $350. I think this is going to drop another $100 easily. And with cryptocurrency still down the way it is, people are dropping these the way they are now, and currency has not been going back up. It's gotten a little bit, and then it's come back down again. And with the prices coming back down and staying down, these are the prices that we're looking at. And now when you start thinking about all the miners out there that are just going to be like, this isn't for me anymore, I'm barely making any money, you need them to also shut down their rigs. And yeah, okay, I'm going to feel bad for everybody that shuts their rig off. I'm a little bit happy, because that means it's going to be less difficulty out there and more profitability for me. But during this transition, I think, we're gonna see, the cream rise to the top kind of a thing. We're gonna see who outlasts who. And like I said, it's going to be a staring game. It's going to be a stare down thing, and who's going to blink first, who's going to hit the button on their rig first and shut it off. Because as soon as they do, you just made a little bit more money every day. Okay. And then you gotta hold out, and you got to hold out for the next guy. And then all of a sudden you'll see his rig shut down, and to be another penny or two in your pocket that day. And that's how it's going to be. And look, it's not financial advice. You got to do what's best for your pocket or pocketbook. What's best for my pocket, or what I'm going to push for, is that I'm going to keep it on. And like I said with the ASICs, when the market came down, that's when I was going to be looking to buy more. Now, it hasn't come down enough for me to buy more the way I want to buy, so I'm holding off on buying any more ASICs besides Crazy Town is full. We're more than full down there right now as far as heat goes, and if I want to stay living in my house, because my wife will just punch me in the face. So if you see me with a black eye, you'll know why. But, so ASICs for me are on a little bit of a hold. I'm debating on whether I'm going to do with the ones I have, if I'm going to maybe sell all of them and just buy one or two big ones. I haven't decided yet, but for GPUs at 454, I think this is going to go down to 354. And when it hits 354 or even 300, man, it could. Some of these used cards could go even lower. I don't even know where it's going to go. It is going to be insane. So my prediction, what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be saving my money. I'm going to be banking my money and holding on to it. Okay. And I'm going to be waiting for Ethereum to go away and watch the market. Now, if the market starts to pick back up again, prices might come up again, but I'm going to be watching the market. I'm going to be holding my money, and I'm not going to really be buying anything else right now. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait another month and look at prices. I'm going to wait another 2 months. I'm going to be waiting for that Ethereum 2.0 to finally happen, and then I'm going to make my move. So let's see what happens, and we're going to go for there. But as of right now, some of these prices are very, very reasonable. These 3060s. Right now, 389. I mean, like I said, this one has a mixed bag of reviews, so you do what you got to do, but at 389, it's hard not to jump on that one either. So anyway, last thing I wanted to show you was the card. I'm going to get that in the rig, so I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pop that in there and get that one fired up, and then we'll end this video. All right, well, there it is, number 8, reporting in. I couldn't be more happy, I got to tell you. I'm going to do a little bit of messing around with some of the overclocks, but I'll tell you right now, let me just see. I've got my old one. I took a quick screenshot. So, yeah, 275. 275 was my old. I'm at 310. 310. Yeah. Can't say that I'm disappointed with that. We are at 854, almost 855 mega hash. I do have those two cards over here, and I'm getting about 55 mega hash off of that. So that's 910 mega hash. I'm almost getting up to a gig. I know, it's a little silly, but I'm really excited to get that one going. So finally it's done. It looks great. Anyway, if you want to check out my other videos, I'm going to have one up here. If you haven't subscribed, hit it. It's right over there. I appreciate all of you checking in. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time.